like to time this so that it's relevant to our customers. We've already harassed the people enough about it. So.
Yeah, thank you. Just to keep everybody informed, we want this to be a little more interactive. So once Rahul finishes his presentation, we'll allow a couple of minutes for 1 or 2 questions though. So please feel free to ask Rahul.
Hello, is it audible? Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. I'll not get into real tech side of the Gen AI because I understand the audience here are all like who understand Gen AI, using Gen AI. So I'm not here to give you any gyan or any of those things. What I do is that I run an incubator. I've built a couple of startups in and around AI. And today, because of my current role and the work I'm doing, I have this privilege or that access in terms of getting the innovation and the startups who are working in and around AI, Gen AI, and all this. So I represent an organization called Math. We came into existence 9 months back, October of 2023. We were established by Government of India, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Telangana, and T-Hub. We are based out of Hyderabad within T-Hub premises. And as we speak, within this 9 months, what we have achieved, on premise, we have more than 90 startups. We have 900 plus startups across India, which are part of our ecosystem. We have close to 70 startups outside India, which again are part of our ecosystem. So we are doing different activities what any incubator does to support these startups. But this also gives us the luxury and the privilege, as I said, like to understand like what is happening, what is the latest innovation happening, where the market is going, where the innovators are working, and where most of the startups are trying to build. And also on the other side, what interests GCCs, what interests the corporates, what interests different public and the government bodies. So that is like a nutshell. I'm going to showcase it to you, probably just to put it in a way that to establish the fact the way Gen AI is growing and AI is growing and how the market will be in coming years. So as I start, really, this is like one of the famous quote. I show it everywhere and I quote it every place. And this was said by Bill Gates, like, and just to showcase like how excited the entire world and even visionaries like Bill Gates and other people are for AI. So this is like about T-Hub in a glance. Like we are one of the largest or the largest ecosystem of startups in the world. There is one in France, which area-wise probably is a little bit bigger, but we are like 6 lakh square feet area, and we have thousands of startups in our ecosystem. So there are a lot of numbers. I'm sure like the numbers are highest in India compared to any other ecosystem, innovation house or startup incubator or anyone. We are based out of Hyderabad, and T-Hub in general is 8-year-old. So it was started like 8 years back. And we are like slightly less than 1 year old. So this is like while we speak, because of our engagement and other things, we did a study, and this is a study that was done by our in-house team, and we got some insights of different places. Just a disclaimer that most of the data in terms of technology and everything, we today work in 4 regions: India, Israel, US, which is majorly the Bay Area and those Silicon Valley, what we call. And then the 4th is the Stockholm. So basically these 4 what we consider are the hub and the leading players in terms of AI. And this data actually showcases that. So you can see like the growth of AI companies in last 10 years and overall landscape. If you look at it, India is somewhere lying at the number 7. And that is because, and what we considered here is the number of patents, number of startups, and the amount of funding that we are getting and number of successful product launches in the market. So these 4 parameters we have considered to rank the countries accordingly. US obviously is the leading player, and Israel is at number 4, but personally if you ask me, like Israel is probably much higher, it should be at number 2 or something, but every Israeli company is having a headquarter in US, so that they get counted in US that way. But I personally feel that Israel is leading the race in many ways. In terms of top trends, so yeah, these are some of the numbers. You can see Gen AI is one of the top trends after just above RAG. And then you have NLP and all these things. And there is an overlap also. When we are just talk about Gen AI, it is not just Gen AI in general. It is having overlap with other technology, because when you're building a product or a solution, it gets into multiple things. There are some numbers in terms of AI companies in India. So as we speak, there are 6,200 AI companies in India. 200 change some number, and these companies are basically either building AI or using AI to major extent, right? Or they identify themselves as AI first organization. Out of that, 100 plus companies are with us within our ecosystem on physically, like they are present with us. In Hyderabad, we have 500 plus AI startups. The leading state is obviously Bangalore in terms of number of AI startups. And then overall global AI sector, that pie chart, again based on our research and study, what we found is most of the startups who are building solutions, they are majorly inclined towards enterprise AI and enterprise solutions. That is one area which got our interest. Second, in terms of sectoral areas, healthcare is the leader. So we found that people who are focused and on terms of building AI solution, and I see a smile on KL on team's face, but that is a fact that we are finding. So if I have to rank it, then health tech, agri-tech, and environmental areas like water and other things, these are the top areas where most of the AI companies are working. And then followed by automobile and other sectors where autonomous vehicle and all these things are obviously coming up, but health tech is leading. So there is the maximum funding coming, maximum number of innovation happening, maximum number of startups are also built who are focused on problem statement. So there are two types of AI startups in general that we see in the market. One who are just building a very industry agnostic technology, and one who is building something for the problem solution. There is a Gen AI tech stack, and in the interest of time, I'll just give you a glimpse. Probably all of you understand that, but during the breaks, we can discuss if you want to get some idea about it. And it gives an overall snapshot, like what is happening in the Gen AI area, what are the foundational models, and how cloud computing platforms, and here like the GPUs and all these things comes at the core, and around that we start building, and the application level comes on top of everything. This is our landscape, like the startups who are working with us, and in that also you can see like more than 25% of our startups, that is in India, 900 plus, close to 1,000 startups that work with us, 25% plus startups are in and around Gen AI. So in India, when we see Gen AI percentage on the right side extreme, you can see is the highest in terms of the usage. So global landscape, Gen AI is among top 6, but in India it is the highest. So most of the startups who are working in India are using Gen AI or building something around Gen AI. Sector-wise, again, in the Indian market, as we are seeing, EdTech is one of the key sectors, but again, health tech, manufacturing, and those areas are again the top areas. This is just a nutshell, like what as a incubator we offer. So in a nutshell, like we offer compute capabilities. We have an in-house data center with GPUs, A100s and those things. We are probably in the country the largest source where we have the maximum access of data. So because we get access to public data, and a lot of government bodies data, a lot of private players have come forward, they have shared their data. So to the startups, what we have to offer is the data access, probably the largest in the country that we can say. And third is the skilling area, like we have a dedicated job portal for providing the skills for the corporates and the startups, and also it works back way that the ecosystem people can also apply for jobs. So rest of the things are pretty general. This is a brief landscape of like handful of 70-80 startups who are working with us, and that's it. I think I will just finish 1 minute left.